Hi, welcome to the first installment of Tuesday Talks with Bobbie. Thanks for joining in on this conversation as we share strategies and tips and maybe some lessons of the trade that I've learned along the way. Well, our first installment, which is kind of what provoked this this kind of platform that we're going to be using with discussing strategies, is I was listening to a podcast, and the podcast talked a little bit about grinding and how we as leaders or as those that are very, really highly motivated, we do a lot of what we call grinding, or some people say you're on your hustle. And that sounds like really good. It sounds really busy. It sounds like you're really intentional about what you're doing. But what he said was that, he says, if you look at the definition of grinding, it really means to wear down, to wear out, to just kind of bring something down to its basic level, to where it's really no longer of use. So when you think about grinding, if you think about bone on bone grinding, that's very painful. So most people are trying to get some collagen or something back in between to add some kind of cushion between their bones. If you think about grinding a tree stump, you really wanted that thing to be gone. You're not looking for it to produce anything. So when you're grinding, you're really not producing. You're working really hard. You're doing really hard labor, hard work, but the end result is not producing. What it comes to is a lot of times we're tired, we're exhausted, we're angry, we are really not effective in the trade or the profession that we're trying to grind in. And so it got me to thinking that maybe we should go from grinding to striving and thriving, because striving and thriving are two great aspects to have when you are, kind of in your zone, right? When you're working in the thing in the avenue that you feel like God has called you to. Striving is that you are really moving. You have some upward momentum. You're moving towards something. You're striving for something. That means you're it's a little bit tense maybe, but you're going uphill. Thriving means you are really, while you're moving, you are growing and you're building. Like we always ask, are children thriving in their environments? Are they growing? Are they learning? Are they getting healthy? Are they getting strong? So that striving and thriving are really two important objectives to have when you are in any profession. So whether you are a leader, a manager, whether you are an early childhood practitioner, you're in the classroom, whether you are somebody that's consulting, or maybe you have just started your own business, you want to be able to say, I am striving and I'm thriving. That means I'm moving upward and I'm also growing. So you're not stagnant, you're not lethargic, you're not, emaciated. You are really growing as you are up this uphill momentum that you're on. And so my thought for this, Tuesday talk was, let's go from grinding, let's just kind of cut grinding out, and let's go right to striving and thriving. So almost like if we put the two together, maybe we'll call it something. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think we can put thriving and striving together to create. So as you think about this Tuesday talk, think about, how do I stop the grinding, and what are some key things that I can do to strive and to thrive in whatever it is that I'm doing. All right, so thanks for joining us or joining me today for this Tuesday talk. And I hope to hear some of your comments as to how you're going to go from grinding to striving and thriving. One of the things I'm going to do is, don't tell anybody, I'm going to go buy another plant.